Part 1, the article text. Oh my god, I can't breathe. I literally cannot breathe right now. I'm sitting here staring at my phone, refreshing the page over and over again, praying that it's some kind of sick joke or a hack or, I don't know, anything other than what I'm reading. But it's real. It's actually real. And I am absolutely gutted. Can we talk about this, please? I need to talk to someone who gets it, because my husband is looking at me like I'm crazy for crying over a TV character. But he doesn't understand. He doesn't get it. This isn't just a TV character. This is Maurice Benard. This is Sonny Corinthos. This is the man who has been in our living rooms for 30 freaking years. If you haven't heard the news yet, and God, I envy you if you haven't, because your heart hasn't been ripped out yet. Maurice Benard has been diagnosed with stage 3 liver cancer. Stage tray. I feel sick just typing that. And the worst part, the absolute cruelest part of this whole nightmare. Remember back in October, remember when all those rumors were swirling that he was leaving or that he was sick? And he went on that podcast, I think it was We're Out of Time, and he literally laughed it off. He said, and I quote, "I think they're saying I'm dying too, like I have cancer or something." He denied it. He told us he wasn't going anywhere until he was 65. We all breathed this huge sigh of relief. We thought it was just internet trolls being awful as usual. But it wasn't trolls. It was a premonition. Or maybe he knew something was wrong then and didn't want to worry us. Or maybe life is just incredibly unfairly cruel. Because here we are barely 4 months later and he's being forced to retire. Not because he wants to. Not because he's done with the role. But because he has to fight for his life, he's leaving now. Immediate effect. No farewell tour, no season-long goodbye arc. He has to start chemotherapy and he can't keep up with the grueling GH schedule. I'm sorry, but I am not okay. I've been watching General Hospital since I was in high school. I remember when Sonny first rolled into town in that strip club, the Paradise Lounge in the 90s. I remember the dimples. I remember the Stone Kate storyline that made us all fall in love with the bad guy with a heart of gold. I remember the Brenda romances, the Carly wars, the mental health breakdowns that Maurice played with such raw, terrifying honesty because he was living them in real life. And that's the thing, isn't it? That's why this hits so hard. Maurice Benard isn't just an actor. He's a warrior. We've watched him battle bipolar disorder for decades. We've watched him turn his pain into advocacy. His podcast, State of Mind, has saved lives. I mean that literally. He sat there every Sunday talking to our favorite stars, getting them to open up about their trauma, their anxiety, their darkness. And he's told us, you are not alone. He's been our mental health champion. He's been the rock. And now he's the one who needs the miracle. I'm trying to process what this means for the show, but honestly, who cares about the show right now, okay? I care. I'm a fan. I can't help it. But you know what I mean. But seriously, how does General Hospital even exist without Sonny Corinthos? I know. The show must go on. No one is bigger than the show. Blah, blah, blah. But come on, be real with me for a second. Sonny is Port Charles. He is the sun that everything else orbits around. The mob wars, the Corinthos family drama, the Jason dynamic, the Carly connection, it all stems from him. And look at where we are in the story right now. March 2026. He's right in the middle of this massive plot with Jen Sidwell and the WSB director Ross Cullum. He's finally moving on romantically with Ada Justine Turner, which, by the way, I was actually starting to dig. Nazneen Contractor has great chemistry with him. He's dealing with the fallout of the penthouse bombing that almost killed Michael. He's got this whole Lion in Winter vibe going on where he's trying to protect his family from these new, younger threats. So what happens now? Does he just disappear? Does he go upstairs to check on the kids and never come back down? Do not recast him. I swear to God, ABC, if you are reading this, do not recast Sonny Corinthos. I know you've done it before for short stints. We've had the temp Sonnies, and they were fine. They were serviceable. But for a permanent replacement, absolutely not. No. Nope. I refuse. You cannot put another face on that character. You cannot ask us to accept someone else in those suits touching those cufflinks, staring down an enemy with that specific menacing whisper. It wouldn't work. It would be insulting. If Maurice can't come back, and God, I hope he can. I hope he beats this and comes back for one last scene at age 65 like he planned. But if he can't, then Sonny has to go. But how? How do you write out the Godfather of Port Charles in a hurry? Do you kill him? I mean, if they kill him off screen, I will riot. I will literally drive to the studio and protest. You cannot have Sonny Corinthos die in a car crash or a plane disappearance like some random day player. He deserves a warrior's death. He deserves to go out saving his kids. Saving Michael or Christina or Dante. Maybe that's how they do it. The Sidwell threat is huge right now. Maybe Sonny sacrifices himself to take out Sidwell and protect the family. It would be tragic, but it would be fitting. It would be the ultimate redemption for all the sins of his past. He dies so his children can live free of the mob. But God, I'm not ready for the funeral episodes. I'm not ready to see Carly Laura Wright breaking down. I'm not ready to see Dante and Michael carrying that casket. I'm not ready for the flashbacks. You know they're going to play the flashbacks. The montage of him and Stone. The montage of him and Brenda in the rain. The montage of him and Mike. I'm crying again. It feels like the end of an era. A real end. We've lost so many legends recently. Jacqueline Zeman. Tyler Christopher. And now, facing the potential loss of Sonny, it feels like the General Hospital we grew up with is slipping away. And I know some people hate Sonny. I get it. The mob hospital. He's a criminal. He shot Dante. I know. He's a polarizing character. But you cannot deny the power of Maurice's performance. You cannot deny that when he is on screen, you are watching. He brings a gravity, a danger, and a vulnerability that no one else has. Remember the Mike storyline, the Alzheimer's arc. That wasn't about a mob boss. That was about a son losing his father. And Maurice played that with such heartbreaking tenderness. That's the Maurice I'm thinking about today. The guy who isn't afraid to cry on camera. The guy who wears his heart on his sleeve. And the irony of the State of Mind birthday special. Did you see the news? For his 63rd birthday, which is tomorrow, Dom Zamprogna Dante is interviewing him. It was supposed to be this fun role reversal, a celebration. Now, it's going to feel like a goodbye. It's going to be the most watched episode of that podcast ever, and we're all going to be sobbing through it. I keep thinking about his family too. His wife, Paula, his kids. They've been his rock through the bipolar battles, and now they have to go through this. It's just not fair. Cancer is a thief. It just steals time, it steals memories, it steals futures. So what do we do as fans? We rally. That's what we do. We fight for him like he's fought for us. We flood the internet with love. We rewatch his best scenes. We donate to liver cancer research. We keep his legacy alive. And to the writers at GH, please handle this with care. Don't rush it. Don't botch it. Don't make it about some stupid plot twist. Make it about the man. Make it about the legacy. If Sonny has to leave, let him leave with dignity. Let him leave as the King of Port Charles. Maybe he doesn't die. Maybe he finally listens to what he's been saying for years. Maybe he realizes the life is too dangerous. Maybe, just maybe, he packs a bag, goes to his island, and finds some peace. Maybe the last shot is just him sitting on a beach, looking at the sunset, finally safe. Finally free of the demons. I'd like that. I think I'd like that better than a funeral. But knowing this show, it's gonna be tragic. And I'm gonna be a mess. I'm gonna go pour a glass of wine, or maybe throw the glass against the wall, Sonny style, just for old time's sake. Maurice, if you ever see this, we love you. We are praying for you. You are the Don. You are the GOAT. You got this. Kick cancer's ass like you kicked the Quartermain's asses all those years. We're with you. Always.